Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am tackling a to-do list of things that I keep putting off. I have these things that are just on the back burner that need to get done, but I just keep doing other things instead because I don't want to do these things. So today I'm taking you along, and if you have some things you need to tackle, I hope you will do them with me. But first, I am replacing this hardware, and I'm just showing you this old hardware so you can see it's had quite a bit of wear and tear and definitely in need of replacing. So y'all, I thought it would be a lot easier to use this electric drill to take off all the hardware. I thought it would be quicker, but it actually turned out to be really challenging just because it was hard to get the right grip, and I was afraid that I was going to strip some of the screws, and so I decided instead to just use a regular screwdriver, which I will do in just a moment here. But first, I'm trying this electric screwdriver to see if I can get this to work. But yeah, it isn't as efficient as just a regular old screwdriver. This project ended up being a little bit more challenging than I expected. I should know by now that part of the reason why I put these things on the back burner is because I run into problems, and this project right here was no exception. I was having trouble getting the handle to line up properly with the screws. I did order the same distance between, it was like a standard 3-inch cup handle, but for some reason it wasn't lining up properly. It probably was just off by a tiny bit, but I was able to figure it out. One of the drawers on the other side, I end up just having to screw one of the screws in and not both, but it's fine. I believe that drawer was an empty drawer or a drawer that we don't use very often, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
I know it's dumb trying to pretend, 'cause everyone has an end. Can't ignore the gray hairs popping every new year, noticing all the lines grow deeper when I smile. I used to think I still got time to waste, but lately I feel like it's too late. Met you when you were 19, I'll stay with you till 90. There's no way to stop now, let's go for another round. Made another trip around the sun, got a little close, it almost burned us up. Made another trip around the sun, can't stop the time, but time it can't stop us. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to go off, so go on.
Woke up this morning with multiple backaches. I did. Still feel like I was just 21 last week. 21. I'm sorry, I'm living the future, I can't wait. Please stay in the moment or else it'll pass away. Can't move the same like I did in my past ways. Had to bring out the Band-Aid. Might have poured out a jar, regret on these pancakes. Overeating's a bad trait. Nothing gets under my skin like a handshake. Injected with bad faith. Getting older kinda feels like ballet. I'm just watching a matinee.
Made another trip around the sun, got a little close, it almost burned us up. Made another trip around the sun, can't stop the time, but time it can't stop us. Never too late to go off, never too old to grow up, never too late to
Okay friends, as you can see, I'm doing a little project. Actually, today's video is a series of little projects that I tend to put off. And the struggle that I had with this first experience is exactly why I put them off, because I know that it's just not as simple as it seems. So I need to tackle these projects that I keep pushing off. And one of them is I'm replacing all of the hardware in our kitchen and also our game room. And I'm just gonna be replacing the hardware in the game room today because eventually I will be painting the cabinets in my kitchen, or at least touching up where there's a lot of scuffing and stuff. That's actually another thing on my to-do list today, is seeing if the paint matches in my kitchen. So I'm gonna be painting one drawer to see how it looks. But I need to replace this hardware, and I would paint over the existing hardware, but I've actually already done that with this hardware. It used to be like a brushed nickel, and I spray painted it kind of a gold color, and now I'm just going with a flat black. But I decided it was worth it, my time, energy, and effort, to just purchase new hardware. And the hardware I got from Amazon, and I also wanted to update a little bit, make it a bit more modern than what I have here that I got when we first moved into the house, I don't know, 16 years ago now. So that is what I'm working on today, and I thought I would take you along as I'm tackling these little projects. I have to be candid, I do not want to do this today. It is on my to-do list today. I absolutely do not want to do it. The last couple of days, I have just not had my usual spunk. Don't know what that's about, but I am plowing through and doing the things on my to-do list nevertheless. So hopefully these other projects won't be quite as frustrating, but we shall see, and you will come along with me.
Good morning, darling, tell me what you were dreaming of. 'Cause something's feeling different, yeah, something's feeling new. I know that things weren't perfect, but that's yesterday. Don't hang up on the hiccups, we can make our own luck. While you were lying sound asleep and dreaming, I was up scrolling and scheming. We need some time spent changing our mindset after all that we've been through.
The other little snafu with this project is you might be able to notice that the way that the handles, the cup handles sit, is not exactly in the center of the drawer, and that's because the previous cup handles, the way they were designed, were a little bit different, and so where I needed to put the holes was different. But I didn't want to go through the process of filling these previous holes and making new holes, so I decided to just live with it and see how I feel about it as I live with it. But I really think it's going to be fine. It's kind of just one of those situations. It is what it is. I do feel like this new hardware looks better overall, so I'm okay with it.
Yo se quiero ficar tranquilo. We'll watch our love just bloom. Yeah. Whoa. We'll watch our love just bloom. Yeah. Whoa. We'll watch our love just bloom. Back at the Hotel Heights in Amsterdam, coming together, we're over it out the We need some time spent changing our mindset after all that we've been through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm taking you to Rio, so quiero ficar watch our love just bloom.
And next up on my to-do list, I am painting the underside of this cabinet here. And I have had my desk here for a couple of months now, I think. If you remember, I did move my work station to this desk here in my kitchen nook, and it has really been bothering me that it wasn't painted, because since I sit there, I can see it. If you're just walking by at eye level, you don't notice it. And I think a lot of people don't paint the undersides of their cabinet. If they do, either paint cabinets themselves or have a professional do it for them. I don't think traditionally you paint the underside. But I was really glad to get this done. It looks so much nicer. I know it's something super simple, but I do like the outcome.
Every thought and word and all the precious time, I'll spend my nickels and my dimes, 'cause there is no price to you. You're one so far and few, yeah. Around the blue we'll take our time. When you are far, all that I want is to...
I think I've already talked about this before on my channel, but I do have a vision in mind for this space now that I think I'm pretty much gonna be here for the long haul. I talked about how I moved my workspace to this kitchen nook temporarily to see how I like it. And I think I would like it better if I just made it more homey, made it, I don't know the right word, but I want to do a makeover. I just am itching to do something different in this space to make it feel more like an office to me, I guess. So you can look forward to that video sometime in the future if I do end up doing it. I know I do have a couple ideas. I just don't know how extreme I want to go, how much paint I want to use. So we shall see.
Play a lovely tune, lovely tune.
Around and round the world we go, across the ocean blue, the blue. No better place than me and you. Around and round the world we go, across the ocean blue, the blue. No better place than me and you. No better place than you. Take me to Germany and take me to Spain. Barcelona, Spain, Los Angeles. It's all okay. All okay. Wherever you will be is my fate.
Okay, and next up on my to-do list, I am going to be painting this one singular drawer in our kitchen. I want to see if the paint matches the existing paint. I bought the same kind of paint, but I painted these cabinets so many years ago that I don't know if it's going to match. So I decided to start with just one drawer that was off in the corner and see how that turned out and make my decision from there. And I'm also going ahead and changing the hardware because I will be changing the hardware in the kitchen to match the hardware that I put in the game room. So I get that done on this one drawer on this day as well.
The blue. No better place than me and you. No better place than me and you. Favorite place, as long as I get to be with you, that's the sweetest space.
This paint that I'm using is a particular kit. It's called it's by Rust-Oleum, and it's the Cabinet Transformations kit. And honestly, I feel like it held up so well. I painted these cabinets, I believe 13 or 14 years ago, and it made it through, my kids' growing up years. So I feel like while there was some wear and tear, it held up really well. And this kit, it comes with like this liquid sander. It suggests that you don't need to use a sander, like a regular sander. But because I'm doing a repaint, I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and sand the drawers and cabinets before I do the repaint. I think that'll make the paint even adhere better. So that's why I went ahead and gave it a sand. And here I'm going ahead and doing the top coat. That's part of this kit. You do the base coat, and then you do this top protective coat. Okay, this is actually the next day because I had to let the paint dry and cure overnight. And I will show you that drawer that I painted. It actually matches really well, surprisingly, because I painted those cabinets like 13 years ago, I think. And so I wasn't sure that it would be the same color of paint because I used the same Cabinet Transformations kit, but it actually looks pretty good, I think. So I will be fixing some of the cabinets that have more wear and tear on them. But I do need to do the top protective coat underneath the cabinet here by my desk where I painted that yesterday. I need to do the top coat. And then like I said, I'll show you that drawer over there. But I do not know when this video is gonna go up because my computer is at the Apple store right now, and they said it was 3 to 5 days, and today is Thursday. And I'm definitely gonna be missing my Sunday video, and I might be missing my Tuesday video. So who knows when this footage is gonna go up, but I guess you will eventually see it. So I'm gonna get to work finishing up this, but first let me show you that drawer. Okay, so I think it's showing on camera like it is here in person. It definitely is the same color. It looks like there's a pretty significant mark right there that I'll need to paint over, but I do think I'm just gonna do the doors and drawers. I'm not gonna worry about the base or the base part of the cabinet unless there is something significant like that. But I did go ahead and put the new hardware on as well, It doesn't totally look centered because of how the other hardware was, but I'm okay with that. I don't want to drill new holes. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks good enough to me. Okay, my friends, I don't know if you saw the short that I posted on Sunday. I didn't have a Sunday video, and that was because I broke my laptop screen. It had to be repaired. Well, I just got my laptop back today, so I was able to edit this video for you for my Tuesday video. However, I did like this idea of going live, which is what I was going to do in lieu of doing this video if I didn't have my laptop back to edit. So let me know your thoughts on that. I've been thinking about maybe doing a trial and in the month of June, once a week going live to do projects instead of editing them. And I'm just curious to see how that goes. I liked the idea of kind of challenging myself outside of my comfort zone because I do like to have control over what I'm sharing and what I can edit out and all of that. But I just thought it might be something fun to do. We are coming to the end of this video today, and I appreciate you watching and coming along with me. I do hope it gave you some sort of motivation for your day, motivation to tackle those things on your to-do list that just keep hovering there in the background, annoying you until you get them done. But as always, I do really appreciate you watching my videos all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.